completely nude and browless. Browless. I have no brows. So this is me with no brows, and yeah. So I personally have gone through the gamut with brows. My brows naturally are really like bushy. They were more bushy, not like Madonna, but they were bushier. And then I plucked them like crazy for years and years, 25 years. So I'm finally trying to grow them back, and this is as best as I can do. I've been growing them back for about a year now. And yeah, that's the situation. Could be way better. So a lot of you who are probably my age have probably plucked and tweezed. And if you haven't, you're really, really smart. If you didn't get into the brow craze and pluck like mad, you're really lucky. You still have your natural brows. You might just want to shape them up a little bit. But I will say this, brows are everything. I cannot tell you how important brows are for framing your face, can really, really put your makeup look together. And I spend a lot of my time staring at people's brows and just going, girlfriend, let me do your brows. I know I shouldn't, but I cannot help myself. So I even got my mom doing her brows, and it has totally changed her face. You can go and get your brows done. You can, some people even go so far as to tattoo them on. I wouldn't, because I like to change the shape of my brows. In the 90s, those super skinny brows were in, like Drew Barrymore was rocking that out. I totally had that like skinhead looking little thin thing. We had that for years, and that's probably why I can never get my brows back. Anyway, let's get on with this brow tutorial. Okay, today for my makeup, I did not wear foundation. I used the Revlon Skin Illuminating, what's it called? I'll put a link below. And then I did I did my concealer and some lipstick and obviously a mascara and a light wing because it's hot as F today. I'm sweating. I have not even left my house because I'm fortunate enough to not work one day during the middle of the week, and I love it. And sometimes after 2 days back-to-back of ballet classes, I just do nothing except for this video and clean the house. That's it. I love it. And I don't even think I'm going to leave the house until I have to pick up my daughter. All right, let's get on with this video. Here we go. Okay, so brow products. I'm sorry, I keep reaching. It's so rude. Brow products, and my nose is running. Oh my goodness. Brow products. I have 1,000,001 brow products. So there are powders. There are pencils, there are creams. A lot of people have been totally into that dip brow. I think it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I've never purchased it. I know she has her own brow salon and people like go freaky for it. And there's a lot of knockoffs. I used NYX. I've used lots of other brow products that are cream based with like a brush, and I never liked them. And I've really tried tons and tons of different things. I've tried a lot of powder brushes. Like back in the day, I used to use brown powder and fill in my brows with a little baby brush, but that was like way back in the day. I do not do that anymore. For the last like few years, I have only been, because I've tried everything, I have only been using the Wet n Wild pencil. Like it's literally 99 cents in medium brown. This is like everything to me. You run through them like there's no tomorrow. You just get yourself a good pencil sharpener. I recommend the Revlon if you have to do drugstore. Did I just knock out on my carpet? My carpet is wrecked. I need to get another one. Get a Revlon sharpener. A good sharpener is worth the money. You can get them at Sephora too. About $6, I think that was, or maybe only $4 at Walgreens. These are 99 cents, so you can buy a ton of them and go through them. I love these. Just keep the tip super sharp. Another thing is I have used the new Jordana has Quick Brow, which I really thought I would love, but it was dry, and I was really disappointed, so bummer. I've also tried the Sephora, and this is pretty good. I like this okay, but it didn't knock me off my feet. Another one that I really, really do like, and I think these are about $2 each. They're the Walgreens, not Walgreens, they're the Wet n Wild Brow, and they come in like medium brown and taupe, but I would recommend getting a couple different colors unless you have really, really dark hair. If you're a blonde, the taupe is the way to go. This is the one I'm carrying. I really like these because they have, on one end, they have a brush, and that's just awesome, right? Yes. Oh wait, I also got the It Cosmetics one. My daughter got it for me. She's so sweet for, I think, my birthday, and I didn't really love that one either. I tried to. And finally, just by total accident, you guys, I came upon the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's like $2.99, and this is in medium brown. I freaking love it. It is what I am doing. It's got the mascara wand tip. The only thing I don't love about it is it's not that sharp. But that's gonna have to do. Can you see that? That's gonna have to do for me. And so brows have changed a lot recently. If you are on Instagram, you will see that brows in the last year were like crazy. Like people would like take an hour to paint their brows on, and that's those Instagram brows, those really big, crazy brows. Like look at Sandra Deluxe. She's like one of my most favorite makeup artists. She does like a crazy brow. She's like amazing. Actually, all the Canadian, oh my gosh, makeup bloggers are amazing. But yeah, they spend like hours. They have to go off campus. Oh, what am I got on my mind? They have to go off camera to actually do the brows because it takes them like 20 minutes. So brows have totally changed. They're getting thick. We're bringing it back to Madonna style. We're getting easy, flicky, bushy. I don't know if Cara, that model, I can't say her last name, that model with the bushy eyes is bringing it back, but I've kind of taken that old brow that used to be really intense that I used to rock last year and like mix it up with a new, softer, fuller brow, and that's what we're gonna do today because that's all I got is what I work on. I'm gonna zoom in and I hope that I'm not gonna mess you guys up too much. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this. This is super important. Let's start like flicking those bad boys up, okay? Flick them up, brush them out. And now I will say it's really important that the brow starts right about where your nostril ends. So people who start their brow like in the middle, it's so, just looks really not complimentary to your face. So if you over pluck and you ignore this little bit, it's not gonna look good. I prefer them coming closer together and measuring it up against your nose. So the tip should come about right here. And then I like to kind of come up and get a little point and then come down, and I'll show you guys how I like to do it. I am really sparse in the middle. That hair never grew back, so I'm gonna go in there and start. I'm using my e.l.f. brush. Like I said, I'm going to actually pretend that I'm drawing each individual brow in, and when I have more time I actually do that. But this whole makeup I did in like 5-10 minutes because I'm just hot, and like sometimes I can't spend all that time doing my makeup. I know my makeup, a lot of my videos are really long, but sometimes I just cannot. Okay, so ooh, I'm talking a lot. We gotta get going with this. All right, here we go. So I hope you guys can see me, and I did a video once where, oh my gosh, my eye is like got some mascara in it. I did a video once, and then when I looked at it afterwards, I had like some dry skin patches. Sorry, it was totally out of focus. So I'm gonna get us in focus before I start. Oh hey, we're so close, aren't we? We are so close, Sammy. All right, I'm gonna try and stay right here. So the first thing I like to do is just kind of come down here. This is kind of like my guide. So I want to bring my brow all the way there. That means I'm bringing on a couple of centimeters extra. And then I like to fill in. They're still growing in my brows. Well, I hope they are. I like to fill in that area right there. And then kind of come up into a point and come down. Now, if you guys cannot do this on your own or you're worried about it, go to a brow salon. There's so many salons that do your brows for you, and maybe go a couple of times. I think it's like $40 to $50 or $30. It can vary depending if you're just going to a little like salon, inexpensive like nail salon, or if you go to a real salon, it can cost you a lot more. Before I fill that side in, I go ahead and start matching out my other side already. So I'm bringing it down a couple of centimeters because my natural brow stopped because God knows I tweezed the heck out of it. And I'm going to come up and fill in that empty area that I've been trying to fill with hair. And then I kind of come up to a point right up here. And where your little peak wants to be, I generally like it like quarter of the way through my eye, where my pupil is, not my pupil, my iris. But then again, you know, some people might like it higher, but I kind of like that curve. So it's long and then points up, then drags down. Experiment and look at different brows. You guys, I have makeup everywhere. It's like driving me crazy. When I get this close, and then I start filling it in and pulling out that little tail there. All right, so now I'm gonna go back and pull out the tail on the other side. Oh my God, you guys, it's like 70 degrees here, and you guys are probably laughing because that's not hot to you, but for me, that's hot. That's really hot. We don't get that hot over here. Okay. So there's the base of the brow. Then I'm gonna come in and start flicking this up like it was like an actual hair. Can you see that? Like these are actual hairs. And if I had a very sharp pointed pencil like the Wet n Wild one, I would actually draw these in. It's okay if you make a little mistake like that because we can wipe it off. I'd actually draw these in and flick it up like this. Okay. And for some reason, my skin is kind of like oily right now because first of all, I'm sweating. And second of all, I use that illuminator. So, okay, so where you see that little mistake right there? Now the thing is it's okay if they're uneven because Brooke Shields, who made the brow famous, her brows were never even. Just like the body is asymmetrical, one boob's bigger than the other, one foot's bigger than the other, totally normal. So the brows are gonna be a little different too. This is such a quick way to do brows. I used to spend like so much more time spending doing my brows. Okay, so then you can kind of play around, push, but you want them to look natural but not completely natural. I like to push the product in where I feel like it's a little thick, like I can see a line right there. So I use this wand to kind of play with it, push it around. So fun, right? And then push the product in. Now at this point, if I'm ever feeling like totally crazy, I might go ahead and use a powder and just fill it in like a brown matte taupe powder and go ahead and fill in some of those areas. And sometimes I'll do that, but today, since I'm trying to be au naturel-ish because it's hot and I don't want my face to melt off, I am going to settle with these brows. So this would be a brow that I would wear pretty much every day. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. Yeah, this would be a brow that I rock. Oh gosh, I am quite warm right now. Like I'm not quite warm. I actually feel like sweat under my arms. Sorry guys, I have to say it. Okay, so this is the complete look of my brows. This is a really new brow that I've been rocking. It's definitely more natural than what I used to rock. You do not have to spend a lot of money. If this is hard for you and you don't know how to first tweeze your brows, if you have really bushy brows to get the basic shape, I would go to a salon, do your research online, go to a really good fashion forward salon, not just any salon, because I don't know where you guys live and they might have some funky brows. So make sure it's a good brow person who has good reviews. Yelp it, go on their Instagram page, see what their brows look like, make sure that they have really great reviews, and then like maybe go there and get your brows done once, and then they can really like work with you because you got to see where they pluck out the hairs, tweeze out the hairs, because the brow game is huge. And it's gonna be hard for you guys if you've never done brows before. But I will tell you this, when I see over tweezed brows that like start right here in the middle of the eyes and then like have nothing, I can't with that, you guys, I can't. And I love you, but I can't with that. I wanna help with the brow game. Okay guys, just because we're almost 50 does not mean we can't have brows. And brows can really make people. Brows have made people totally famous. Look at Frida Kahlo. Look at Madonna. Look at Brooke Shields. These women are known for their brows. And yeah, they can be really fluffy and bushy. And guys, you know what? Probably the thin brow is going to come back like in a few years because just like the fashion's just circling around and the trends are circling around. But I am not tweezing that next time around. I'm not tweezing my brows. I don't care. I'll make them fake look like they're thin. But these bad boys, I'm letting them grow back in to get that natural look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. You're the best. Go ahead and put a comment below. Tell me what you want to see next. And remember to work out with me. And one thing I gotta tell you guys, stop complaining about your damn life. Please, because your thoughts actually create things. So if you're always complaining and saying you got a shitty life, shitty this, shitty that, everything sucks, my job sucks, I hate my house, wish I had more of this, more of that, you're actually creating more chaos and like negative vibes in your life. So stop complaining. I know it's so hard. You just, especially if that's like who you are, like that's kind of your personality, like you're one of those like cynical, like always complaining, just stop. Try. Oh my God, I would love it. If you guys have tried to stop complaining, put something below and let me know. Let me know if you are lucky enough to stop complaining. Oh my God, this video is going on and on and on. I gotta go. Bye.